Before your feet hit the floor this morning, stop. Standing on cold, stiff knees is the quickest way to injury. Instead, we are going to lubricate the joint right here, in bed, in just 7 minutes. That morning stiffness you feel is your body's alarm system. Ignoring it and forcing movement leads to micro tears and increased pain later in the day. We are here to prevent that. I'll walk you through 5 low-impact movements you can do on your mattress to unlock your mobility. We will start with the ankle pump to kickstart blood flow, move into the activation phase to wake up your stabilizing muscles, and finish with the critical lubrication movement that flushes your joint with protective fluid. We will even cover the single safest way to stand up at the end. Stick with me for the next few minutes. This routine is backed by physical therapy principles specifically for men over 60. Taking control of your health is a daily commitment, not a one-time fix. If you are serious about moving without pain, subscribe to Gentleman's Vitality now. We cut through the noise and deliver actionable steps every single week. Why are mornings the worst? When you are sleeping, your knees are stationary. Your synovial fluid, which acts as your body's natural motor oil, thickens up like cold honey. Scientists call this the "goat phenomenon." When you try to stand up too quickly, your joints grind before the fluid has a chance to coat the cartilage. This friction is what causes that painful grinding sensation. Our goal here is simple. Thin that fluid and spread it evenly before your body carries a load. We need movement without gravity. You don't need to stretch hard or strain anything. You just need gentle, deliberate motion. Are you ready to start protecting your knees for the rest of the day? Phase 1 is the wake-up. We begin with a simple movement, the ankle pump. You are still lying on your back under the covers. Extend your legs straight out, or keep a slight bend if that is more comfortable. Now, simply point your toes away from your body, then pull them back aggressively toward your head. Point. Pull. Think of this as turning on the internal water faucet for your legs. This movement uses your calf muscles to push blood and fluid back up toward your hips and your knees. Do not rush this. We want steady, rhythmic pumping. Aim for 20 repetitions on each leg. This movement is incredibly low impact, but it is highly effective at signaling to your body that it is time to move. You may feel a slight stretch in your calf. That is normal. Just keep the motion smooth. Finish your 20 reps, then relax your feet completely. Next, we move to the heel slide. This is the first hinge movement, and it must be done with control. Still lying down, take one leg and gently slide your heel along the sheet toward your buttocks. Keep your heel in contact with the bed the entire time. Only pull your knee back as far as you feel comfortable, stopping immediately if you feel a sharp pinch. The stiffness will likely limit your range of motion. That is expected. This movement starts to circulate fluid within the joint capsule itself. Imagine you are running a slightly rusty door hinge back and forth. You are not forcing it open, you are gently working it. Slide out slowly, straightening the leg completely. Slide in slowly. Complete 10 slow, controlled repetitions on each leg. Slowing down the movement is the key differentiator here. Fast movement uses momentum, which can stress cold tissue. Slow movement forces your muscles to engage, promoting blood flow naturally. Phase 2 is activation. Now that the joint has a little bit of flow, we need to wake up the supportive muscles that keep your knee stable throughout the day, the quads and the glutes. First, let's do isometric quad sets. Lie flat and simply press the back of your knee down into the mattress. As you press down, you should feel your thigh muscle, your quadriceps, tighten up. Hold that contraction firmly for 5 seconds. Release fully. Press down again for 5 seconds. This exercise is powerful because it strengthens the quad, which is critical for knee stability, without bending the joint at all. This protects the joint while preparing the muscle for load. Repeat this action 10 times on each leg, focusing on maximizing that contraction. Are you finding it hard to isolate the quad? Try placing a tightly rolled hand towel underneath the knee. Pressing the knee down onto the towel will often help you feel the muscle engagement more clearly. After the quads, we wake up the foundation with glute squeezes. Your glutes are the biggest and most powerful muscles you have, and they are essential for protecting your knees and back when you stand and walk. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the bed. Now, simply squeeze your buttocks together as tightly as you can. Hold the squeeze for 3 seconds, then release slowly. Do not lift your hips off the bed yet. We are just focusing on muscle isolation. This simple contraction reminds your glutes to fire. Weak glutes force your knees and back to compensate, leading to pain throughout the day. We are laying the groundwork for safe movement. Squeeze and hold 15 times. Remember, every movement we do now is a direct investment in your ability to walk pain-free later today. Now, we move to Phase 3, targeted lubrication. This is the core movement. It is often called the terminal knee extension. Now, sit up on the edge of your bed, allowing your feet to dangle freely toward the floor. You might feel a little stiffness just getting into this position. Take your time. Once seated, focus on one leg. Slowly and deliberately extend that leg straight out in front of you until the knee is completely straight. Hold the peak contraction briefly, about 2 seconds, and then lower the foot back down. Repeat this slowly. This movement is incredibly important because it moves the knee joint through its final, full range of motion under zero load. This action is the absolute best way to force the synovial fluid to thin out and fully bathe the cartilage. We are literally oiling the hinge. Many men over 60 stop short of full extension because it feels tight. This is where you gain the most benefit. The controlled hold at the top reinforces your stabilizing muscles and works on that crucial last 10 degrees of extension. If you do this one thing every morning, you will notice a significant difference in how freely you walk by lunchtime. We want 10 repetitions on the right and 10 repetitions on the left. Keep your spine straight while you do this. Your knees feel cold? That is the perfect time for this. If you are getting value from this targeted, evidence-based approach, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that this knowledge is worth sharing with other gentlemen committed to their vitality. we have successfully lubricated the joint. But remember the promise: fixing knee stiffness before you stand up. The final step is the exit strategy, the proper biomechanics for getting out of bed. This step is often overlooked, but a clumsy transition can undo all the good work we just did. Keep your feet flat on the floor, directly beneath your knees. Lean your torso forward slightly, keeping your back straight. Think of pressing your nose over your toes. Now, instead of pushing up solely with your knees, push through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you rise. You should feel the power coming from your hips and thighs, not from the kneecap. Think of your knees as hinges and your glutes as the powerful engine. Never rely on the hinges to do the engine's job. Once standing, pause for 5 seconds. Shift your weight gently from side to side. Do your knees feel warmer? Do they feel smoother? Take your first 5 steps slowly and mindfully. Do not rush to the coffee maker. If you execute that standing technique correctly, you minimize the shock load on your now warmed joints. This entire 5-step process, ankle pumps, heel slides, quad sets, glute squeezes, and the safe stand, takes 7 minutes. A small investment for a massive payoff in daily comfort and mobility. Now, let's address the crucial topic of adaptations and troubleshooting. Maybe you are thinking, this won't work for me. I have bone-on-bone arthritis. Listen closely. Osteoarthritis requires movement, but the right snores kind of movement. We never push into sharp stabbing pain. If the heel slide is too much, reduce the range of motion by half. If the terminal knee extension causes pain at the top, only extend 80% of the way. The goal is gentle mobilization, not aggressive stretching. The key principle here is consistency over intensity. 5 minutes of perfect, pain-free movement is infinitely better than 15 minutes of painful straining that causes inflammation. Another critical consideration is posture. When you sit on the edge of the bed for the final movements, avoid slumping your shoulders. Good posture ensures your hip flexors, which directly impact knee tracking, are not overly tight. If you find yourself struggling with the seated movements, try sitting slightly higher by placing an extra pillow beneath you. This makes it easier to engage your core and stabilize your pelvis, providing a better base of support for your knees. Remember, knee pain is rarely just a knee problem. It is usually a consequence of weakness or imbalance in the surrounding support structure, the hips, glutes, and core. Let's talk about hydration. While movement is essential for joint fluid, the quality of that fluid is dependent on water. If you wake up dehydrated, your synovial fluid is thicker and less effective. Make it a habit to drink a glass of water immediately after completing this 7-minute routine. This simple habit supports joint health from the inside out and helps speed up the process of thinning out that thick morning viscosity. This is not a miracle cure. It is a mechanical and chemical necessity. We are simply giving your body the conditions it needs to repair and move efficiently. Some men ask if they should use heat or ice afterward. Generally, for morning stiffness, gentle warmth can feel good, but the best approach is the internal heat generated by these specific movements. Save the ice for after a long walk or activity if you notice swelling. In the morning, focus on mobilization. Do not let fear of pain stop you from moving. Controlled, intentional motion is the medicine. Commit to this routine for 1 week. Try it every single morning, right after your alarm goes off. before you even check your phone. Measure how your knees feel when you take that 10th step toward the bathroom. How do they feel going down the stairs later that day? The change is often subtle at first, but cumulative. Over time, that morning stiffness should reduce significantly, allowing you to transition into your day with greater ease and less reliance on pain medication. We provide the strategies. You provide the commitment. Gentleman's Vitality is dedicated to helping you master your health, improve your mobility, and live a stronger life. If this routine helped you feel better today, give the video a like and share it with another gentleman who deserves a pain-free morning. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss the expert strategies we deliver weekly. Take control of your morning. Take control of your day. Now, stand up safely and enjoy walking freely.